talk about documentation and why. Oops. Okay, so yesterday during my talk about documentation, I was also mentioning Mr. Docs. Mr. Doc is a lovely pet toy which is basically meant to test the documentation, because according to the documentation guidelines, we would like to have the documentation always in a directory called docs and only written in RST. And then, of course, you want to test it sometimes, right? So you want to see how the HTML is, how I'm doing with spell check, how I'm doing with broken links, and all the stuff. But some people think that is kind of complicated, and then they try to install things into /docs, which is a really, really bad idea. Never do that. So we came up with Mr. Docs, and I think demos are nice, so let's try a demo. As you can see, I have here, for example, 3 different projects. We have the Unifit installer, we have Mr. Butler, and Mr. Builder. And if I go, for example, now to the installers directory, you can see it's a usual installer repository I took from GitHub, and there's, as you can see, /docs. And now I want to test the docs. So the only thing what you have to do is say qh-html, and then, oh dear, I don't have an index.rst in my docs directory, meaning I'm not following the docs guidelines, meaning it's completely broken. And if you check docs, you will see there's no index.rst. So that went not well. So let's try Mr. Butler. Okay, try Mr. Builder first. Again, I have a docs directory, and now I want to see it. Oh, I have something else in my docs directory, txt. Not the right thing to do, will break again. And if I go now to Mr. Builder, wrong. I think I messed something up. Oh, I'm again in the wrong one? Where I want to go? See, now it's running Sphinx, and you get the site popping up in RST. And actually, I use that now since 2 days on a CI server to test all the Plone code repositories documentations. And something like next month, I will start sending mails to the people who did the last commit and basically, in my opinion, broke the repository. So it's cool. It's based on Docker. It's really small and really fast. And the other cool thing is you only have to install one Docker with this lovely using this lovely Docker container, and you don't have to mess up your whole disk or file system with installing Sphinx over and over again. It also comes pre-configured with lots of add-ons which are used in Plone API and IPI and documentation, Sphinx setups. It's also doing spell checks with at least 800 known words which are typical for Plone, Zope, and Python, and lots of other fancy stuff. So yeah, you never ever have to install Sphinx again. You just do that for Plone docs. Okay, I'm done.